of the random variable which is discrete. And one of the other distribution that we have is Poisson distribution. In our course, we have two distribution: binomial distribution and Poisson distribution for random. Sorry, for the random discrete one, and for the continuous, we have the normal distribution. Correct. So let us see what Poisson distribution is. So this is the first thing that we have already discussed, that it is a discrete probability distribution, and it is important because it is often used for describing the behavior of rare events. So this is the main thing that you have to underline, or according to me you have to write it down if you are making your notes, that whenever we are talking about the rare events means the events which are occurring very less. The probability of occurrence of something is very rare. Correct. So these are the known as the rare events. So whenever we are talking about the normal thing, might be coin, dice, and all these examples we have taken. So we are taking talking about the normal events. But if something is there, suppose if I talk about how many um cancer patients are coming these days when COVID is going on. So obviously it's very rare because actually people are afraid of going out. Or if we talk about in this scenario how many parties are going on, so obviously it's very rare, you know? Wherever the importance is very much as compared to the COVID, then only those families are organizing the party, otherwise they are at their home. So जब भी rare event की बात होगी, we have to look for the Poisson distribution. And next important thing is we are discussing with the small probabilities. Rare events obviously has the small probability. So these are the focus of the today's lecture. We are working with the Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution means when the probability of happening of something is very less as compared to number of values present. So what are the requirement? Requirement is random variable x is the number of occurrence of an event over an interval. This is one thing. The occurrence must be random. We must be work with the randomness. The occurrence must be independent of each other. Assumptions are near about same what we have learned in the binomial. And then we're saying occurrence must be uniformly distributed over the interval being used. One thing we told about is here we will work about an interval. It is discrete one, but still we can use the range type of thing. And whenever we are talking about the occurrence of an event, it is uniformly distributed over the interval which is being used. So we have random type of thing. We have occurrence defined over some interval. Occurrence are independent and uniformly distributed over the interval being used. And one of the most focusing that we have done is probability of happening of something is very less. Correct? The next thing is then when we are talking about the Poisson distribution, as we have discussed earlier also, that Poisson distribution is normally considered as a you can say approximate, yeah, approximation of binomial distribution. Whenever we are working with the binomial distribution, and in that if n become very large and p become very small, so in that case the binomial distribution leads to Poisson distribution. And what a rule of thumb we have written, that n must be greater than equal to 100, so np must be less than equal to 10. But actually we when we are going to do the examples, if something is given to us to follow the Poisson distribution, we are going to overcome this. We will neglect this rule. Just we are looking for that n is large and p is small. Okay, so these are the things to be taken care of when we are going to use the Poisson distribution. Here we have taken some of the examples that when and in which cases we can say that a particular thing is going on and is following the Poisson distribution. Here is if I can see the number of cars passing through a certain street, say Janpat, in a time t. If we have noted down that in at a particular time, let us suppose it's going to be 4:15, correct? So if we note down that how many cars are passing through a particular street in a time, So might be the number of cars are a lot on the road, but if you're talking about a particular street, might be there can be very less. Or if you talk about the number of deaths in a city in a year by some rare disease, so obviously it's very less as compared to the number. As today also, if we talk about the COVID, so we know that the population is going in millions and billions, but the cases that we are counting are still in lakhs. Earlier it was in thousands, correct? So whenever something is very rare to happen, that means we are talking about the Poisson distribution. But I am again giving you just request is there. Please do not write down the messages. It's just a disturbance. I will again talk to you regarding assignments, the rules, whatever you have to do for the timing. Just concentrate on the lecture. Correct? As some of the students are still posting that how to submit, when to submit, and other messages. So here we have some of the examples that tells us that these things are happening very rare and how to go for them. Now the next thing is the formula. As we have learned in the formula for the binomial distribution is NCX PXQ n minus x. Here we have the formula given in the form of exponential, and how we can say the formula is given. The formula is given as probability of capital X is equal to x is given by e raised to power minus lambda, lambda raised to power x divided by x factorial. Where what is lambda? Lambda is the same thing that we have learned in the binomial distribution, which is n into p. And if you remember, what is this? This is the mean of the binomial distribution, correct? And why we have taken it as lambda? Because here we are saying that n is going to be very large and p is going to be very small. So actually if we talk about np, n into p product is actually going to be a constant. That's why we are saying that let us take this as a constant lambda, and then we are going to work for the probability distribution. So here we have e raised to power minus lambda, lambda raised to power x divided by x factorial, where the x values are 0, 1, 2 and so on, correct? So what is the difference? If we have written some formula in case of binomial distribution, you might remember we have taken summation and we have taken r is equal to 0 to n. A particular range was there and we have taken NCR. Out of n, in how many possible ways r can happen. Here there is no limit. We are taking x as 0, 1, 2 and so on. And here I have also mentioned what is the value of e, but it's better to take your calculator along with you to calculate this ratio. E raised to power minus lambda is same where exp is written in your calculator, correct? And as we have talked about binomial distribution, that if something is happening, we can say n trials are there and they are happening how many times? Capital N times. Then I have to multiply the whole NCR, PRQ, n minus r with capital N. So here also we have the same thing. Let me take you an example. Suppose I am working with a dice. Okay. I thought that let us do an experiment of tossing a dice how many times? One time, two time, three time, four time and five time. Five time I am tossing a dice and I am writing out how many times I am getting number 6, because we know that when we are playing Ludo, the number 6 is the most favorite one. We need number 6. So what we are doing, we are taking a dice and we are throwing it 5 times and noting down the values, that how many times we are actually focusing upon 6, correct? But might be we are playing in our family and we are let me take, we are 10 members in our family. So we are requesting each member that okay, now it's your turn, you have to throw, it's your turn, you have to throw. So each member of our family is throwing 5 times. Okay, this is the number of 6 we are considering upon. We are saying we are throwing a dice how many times? 5 times. So here what is 5? 5 means how many times a person is throwing and how many times number 6 can appear. It can come 0 time, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, or might be all 5 times, and it depend upon the luck of a person. So this is our 5CR. I'm noting down out of 5 times throwing dice, how many times 6 is coming at the top. But how many members have used this or done this experiment? 10 members. So whatever the probability I'm calculating by the formula, I have to multiply it by 10, which is our capital N in this case. Correct? 1 minute bit, I'm coming. So this is what we have discussed, that what is the difference between capital N and small n. Small n means when we are talking about trials, how many trials have been performed, and then same experiment has been done how many times. So that how many times as a total represents capital N. Hope so the difference is clear, because sometimes in the question student got confused if a capital N and small n means two values are given, so they got confused that which is small n and which is capital N. So I have just tried to explain it. Hope so you are getting it and will not do the mistake. Okay, let's do the next one. For an experiment repeated capital N times, similar in the probability, we are saying capital N means for the Poisson distribution also we are taking the whole function to multiply it by capital N times. Correct? And as we have calculated the mean, variance and standard deviation in case of the binomial distribution, these three things are also important for the Poisson or any distribution. So what the values are, and if you will see, they are very easy to learn. Correct? And let us revise for the binomial distribution also. For binomial distribution we have written mean is equal to NP. Correct? Here, because Poisson distribution is just a limited form of binomial distribution, this mean is same as in case of the binomial distribution, but here we have given it a name, or you can say a symbol that we have used lambda. So we will not say that mean is equal to NP for both. No, we will say lambda. For mean of a Poisson distribution is given by lambda. If we talk about variance, in this case variance is also lambda and mean is also lambda. And obviously what standard deviation is? Standard deviation is the under root of variance. So it is under root of lambda. Correct? So you have to remember that in case of Poisson distribution, mean is lambda, variance is also lambda. Mean and variance are actually same. And the standard deviation is obviously under root of lambda. And how we have to calculate it, here I have shown you um, how to calculate the mean and variance of the Poisson distribution. So we can calculate it again from the definition of expected value of x and the formula for variance ex square minus ex whole square. Correct? So what the formula we have for mean, expected value of x is given by r0 to infinity. Why to infinity? Because we have seen that in the Poisson distribution, here if you see, there is no such limit. In binomial distribution we have 0 to n, correct, but here we have 0 to infinity. So here this is the first of the change that you have to observe. It is 0 to infinity xr. Xr means the random variables value into pr, probability mass function. Correct? So it is r. As such, we have taken r as the notation. Then we have e raised to power minus lambda, and here it is x, but actually from the snapshot from where I have taken the in the book, it is r. So we have not to confuse. It is actually the same thing. Correct? E raised to power minus lambda, lambda r by r factorial. And if I simplify it, you can see r factorial can be written as r into r minus 1 factorial. And if I simplify it, what will happen? R will cancel out r, and I will left with r minus 1 factorial in the denominator. What else? Here if we see, we need something to frame as a function in a compact form. So if I take, since it is a summation of r, we have taken e raised to minus lambda outside because it has nothing to do with r. So this is coming out. And if I have to frame some formula, what we have done, if I take r is equal to 1 to infinity, doesn't matter in the summation because it is a summation till infinity. And from here we can write down lambda r as 1 plus r minus 1. r can be written like this, no? 1 plus r minus 1. So what we have taken, if this lambda raised to power 1 is taken outside, lambda r minus 1 is inside. Why inside? What is the we can say the objective? Because here we are looking for that if it is lambda r minus 1 by r minus 1 factorial and r is from 1 to infinity, it gives me lambda raised to power 0 means 1, then r becomes 2, lambda by 1 factorial plus lambda square by 2 factorial and so on, and this is the formula of e raised to power lambda. And if I simplify it, e raised to power minus lambda into e raised to power lambda gives me e raised to power 0 means 1, and from here I will get the value as lambda. Correct? So you have to do this proof by your hand. We are not sure about the examiner, those who are going to ask you, because as per the course, the mean, variance, these all can are, you can say, are expected from you, that you can do the derivation also, because we are focusing upon the moments and the moment generating function. Correct? So similarly, if we do for ex square, so ex square is, again we have taken here xr square into pr. Xr square means r square. Pr as such, again by solving it, we are getting the whole as lambda square plus lambda. Now be sure to do it by yourself and you will get the value as lambda square plus lambda. And if you are looking for the value for variance, variance is, this is, I think you have remembered till now, ex square minus ex whole square. Correct? So ex square means this lambda square plus lambda. Ex whole square means this ex whole square means lambda square. And if I cancel out, it's lambda square will cancel out lambda square and you will get the value as lambda. Okay, so this is what the variance is. This is actually the proof that in the Poisson distribution, mean and variance are same and the value is equal to lambda. So when you will do the proof, hope so you will learn also that in the Poisson distribution, mean value is equal to variance value is equal to lambda, and hence the standard deviation is under root of lambda. Okay, let us start with the moment generating function. Do you remember what we have done for the binomial distribution? In the binomial distribution, what is the moment generating function? Let me revise you. Here we have the same formula, because this is the formula for the moment generating function. So if we have applied it to the binomial distribution, what we have obtained is, we have obtained q plus pet raised to power n. Correct? And using this formula, we have calculated the moments, mean and the other formulas. So focus upon this, just look at this, how we are doing, see the proof and find out what the moment generating function of Poisson distribution is. So you have seen how we are getting, where we are taking e raised to power t, it's capital X, is given by r0 to infinity etr into the formula. Formula is e raised to power minus lambda, lambda r by r factorial. So if I open it, here we can see r is the value which is taking the sum. So e raised to power minus lambda, again we have taken out, and if we have taken out, it becomes lambda and et. I can write them together. It becomes lambda et raised to power r. Correct? So this is what we got, and divided by r factorial. Directly also from here you can write down that it can be written as e raised to power lambda et. Correct? And if I simplify it, it will give me the value e raised to power lambda into et minus 1. Correct? So you have to remember this as a moment generating function of the Poisson distribution. Earlier we have learned for binomial distribution, and today we are learning the moment generating function of the Poisson distribution. Okay. Now we have the examples. Let me check if the attendance means the UMS is working. I will mark the attendance, otherwise whoever are present here, I will just note down the names and they will mark the attendance later on. It's not working. Let me check who are here. I have noted down actually in between the lecture. Let's see if you are here. Please let me know by your name. And if you are here, it's okay. If you are not here, I will just mark a question mark. If you will come back again, let's see. Himanshu Khanduri,
Yes, ma'am.
Preetam,
Excellent. Yes, ma'am.
Preetam,
Present, ma'am.
Afridi, Afridi, Anwar,
Yes, ma'am, present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Arjun. Okay, take it. Arjun, Arjun is not here. Dheeraj, take it. Dheeraj, Nisa.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Deepika,
Ditasha present, ma'am.
okay, beta. Yunus,
Present, ma'am.
Farhan,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Himanshu Sharma, Himanshu Sharma not here. Keshika, Keshika, Lokesh,
Ma'am, Rishita present, ma'am.
beta I asked for Keshika. ठीक है, Rishita I will write down your name.
Like I can't hear your voice so properly, ma'am. So,
So Lokesh,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Himanshu Sharma is here. Praful,
Present, ma'am.
okay, beta. Pranay, Pranay is here. Preetam, Neet,
Present, ma'am.
Ram,
Present, ma'am.
Rishi, sorry Rishita, it's done already. Shubham,
Present, ma'am.
Ma'am, Himanshu Sharma is there, ma'am. He has
done
sent a
beta.
message in chat box.
Okay, Vaibhav,
Present, ma'am.
Rishita, Rishita is done. मैंने और किसी का नाम लिखा है तुम. चलिए, those who are left now can let me know. Anyone left with Dheeraj is here. Dheeraj is here. Because I have just noted down from whatever I have seen that how many students are there. Total it is
Ma'am,
showing.
Karthik.
Karthik. Okay. ठीक
Ma'am,
है बेटा.
Dheeraj.
ठीक है, I have written बेटा.
Okay, ma'am.
Karthik done. Dheeraj done. Pranay and Preetam. Pranay and Preetam are here. Preetam is here.
Yes, ma'am, Preetam.
ठीक है बेटा. Pranay I think have left. चलिए. If anyone has left with, let me know. According to me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
मैम हिमांशु शर्मा में थोड़ा नेटवर्क इशू है यहाँ पर.
Done बेटा done. 13,
ओके,
14,
थैंक यू.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 are here. ठीक है. And if I see again, Pranay is not here. Might be he have joined. I have seen him, but he is not here. Doesn't matter. So let us continue the examples. The example that we are going to see is, in each of the case we have to see, the first thing is the question is from which particular distribution. Sometimes it is already being given to us that you have to use which distribution. If it is not given, then as a hint you can see if some thing we are talking about the rare type of event or some e-value is given to us. Correct? So let us see here what we are saying. 3% product of a company are defective. Using Poisson distribution, find the probability of getting no defective product in a sample of 100 articles. Correct? So here we are talking about that if we are talking about in a company that how many products are defective, we are talking about 3% product. It means the product of being defectiveness. Here we are talking about the defectiveness. So the probability of getting a defective piece is 3%, or I can write on 0.03. Correct? The next thing we have is we are looking for Poisson distribution use, and we have to find the probability of getting no defective product. So probability of no defective product means we are looking for probability of x is equal to 0. There should be no defective product. Correct? And we are taking how many sample articles? We have taken 100 articles. It means this is the value of n given to us. So if all these things we have seen, what are the things we are given to us, then using the formula we can easily calculate the probability. So if I write down what is the probability, means the function for the Poisson distribution, we have e raised to power minus lambda, lambda raised to power x divided by
Yes, ma'am.
x factorial. Correct? And here what is our x? We are looking for x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 means e raised to power minus lambda. Lambda raised to power 0. Something raised to power 0 means 1. And we know 0 factorial is also 1. It means the answer should be e raised to power minus lambda. Correct? Means this is, we are calculating for x is equal to 0. Correct? Now the next thing is what is our lambda? Lambda we have learned the lambda is given by n into p. So n is known to me, p is known to me. If I
3.
solve it, 3. It becomes
Ma'am,
c.
lambda is 3, I think. 3 by 100 into 100.
Correct. So the answer is e raised to power minus 3.
3, yes, ma'am.
Correct? So this is what we have. P is given to us 3 by 100, n is 100, lambda is np given by 3. So if I write down PR, this is the formula. So finally, if I write down the probability that the sample will contain no defective bulb is P0 given by e raised to power minus 3, 0 by 0 factorial. It is e raised to power minus 3 gives me the value of 0.05. Correct? So let's see the another example. In a certain manufacturing process, 5% of the tools produced turn out to be defective. Again, we are talking about the defectiveness. We have to find the probability that in a sample of 40 tools, at most 2 will be defective. And it is given the value of e raised to power minus 2. In the last example, if we discuss, then Poisson distribution was mentioned properly, and it was given that we have to use a Poisson distribution. Here what hint we are getting, we have been provided with value e raised to power minus 2. So it also shows that we have to use the value, it means we are going to use the Poisson distribution. Correct? So let's see what are the things here. The parameter of Poisson distribution. NP, here you see what are the things given to us, 5%. This is our P, the probability 0.05 or 5 by 100, and 42 means this is our N, and we are looking for at most 2 defective. At most 2 defective means this is the maximum that is possible.
At
Okay?
most.
At most, correct. So it is the same. Some write down at most, some write down at most. It depends upon the type of English we are using. So at most 2 means maximum 2 can be defective. So it can be 0 defective or it can be one defective, or it can be two defective. So you can see here we have used actually the addition theorem of probability. We are working with the probability distributions, but wherever the concepts should come in the picture, you have to use it very carefully. Okay? So here we have probability of getting R defectives is given by e raised to power minus m. Now it's m, we have taken lambda actually. Here the author have used the same thing for lambda, they have used m. Correct? So here we have e raised to power minus m, m raised to power r by r factorial. So if I use the values as 0, 1 and 2 defective, so just by putting m as 0, sorry, r, m is calculated here as 2. You know? So if I write down, it becomes e raised to power minus 2, m raised to power 0 by 0 factorial gives me e minus 2 from here. If I take r as 1 defective, it becomes e raised to power minus 2 into 2 by 1 factorial, and here it becomes e raised to power minus 2. Lambda means m here is 2. 2 raised to power 2 gives me 4 by 2 factorial, again 2. So if we have taken e minus 2 as common, this thing will give me 5, and this gives me the final answer as 0.675. Correct? So this is how we have calculated. The only thing you have to focus upon is what is the value of p, what is your n, and from np how you are calculating the lambda. If lambda is correct, the formula is correctly applied, and you know what we are asking about, then obviously
Ma'am,
lambda.
ma'am, how's ma'am e ki that p one defect is coming to ma'am?
One
Ma'am,
defective.
in the one defective, yes ma'am. At most two defects. So ma'am, p zero defect, I ma'am, according to formula, it will be one. Ma'am, e ki bar minus two.
It is
Ma'am,
e raised to power minus 2. Let me show you. It's e raised to power minus 2.
ma'am,
We are talking about one defective now. It means I am taking the value of r as 1. So it
one,
is e raised to power minus 2. M is 2 here that we are discussed as lambda. So it is 2 raised to power
two raised to bar one
1 divided by
upon.
1 factorial. So it becomes
Okay ma'am.
2 into
Okay.
e raised to power
One.
minus 2.
Okay. Okay ma'am. Okay.
From the first term we are getting e raised to power minus 2. Second term is giving me 2 into e raised to power minus 2, and the third term is also giving me 2 into e raised to power minus 2. And by taking e raised to power minus 2 as common, we are
Okay.
getting
Okay ma'am.
1.
Okay. Okay ma'am.
So let's see the another example, and this type of example is very common to be asked. And what I can say is, if you are looking for some of the problem where we are talking about the number of mistakes in a pages in a book, so that's a very common one in the Poisson distribution, because as a example of the Poisson distribution, sometimes we give the same example, that if we are talking about a mistake that has been happened while publishing or while printing or while typing in a book, because we know there are some errata type of things also sometimes coming along with the books, that these are the mistakes. But actually, if you look upon the number of pages and compare it with the mistakes, then mistakes are very less as compared to the words written on the pages. Right? So that's why this falls under the category of the Poisson distribution. I'm discussing it because whenever you are looking for these type of questions now, it will be very easy to see if you have discussed once that it falls into the category of Poisson distribution, because here if you talk about the number of words written on the pages, then they are very much, on one page if you see near about 300 to 400 words could be written. And if we talk about the errors, then errors are very less as compared to the number of pages in the book, and hence that's why the number of words. Let's see here what we are saying. Suppose a book of 285 pages contains 43 typographical errors. If these errors are randomly distributed throughout the book, this is one of the conditions that we have seen, that the thing should be randomly distributed. So here we are saying, if the errors are distributed randomly over the book, what is the probability that 10 pages which we have selected at random will be free from error? We are looking for the probability that if we are taking 10 pages, then these pages will be free from error. So work out by yourself, just write down what are the things, because here again you can see we have three figures: 285, the total number of pages we have, the number of errors 43, and 10 pages that we have selected, and we are looking for no error. So this is the meaning. It means if I write down what we are going to calculate, we are looking for no error, something is equal to 0. Okay, the error should be 0. Now try to figure out what are the things given to you, what is n, what is p. Because if you are getting this knowledge what is n and p to be calculated, then obviously the question is solved. And here is a hint that I can let you know is here it is giving use this. So what is actually
Mean will come, mean will come NP according to NP 10 into 43 by 285.
to repeat please?
The mean 10 into 43 by 285.
10 into 43 by 285. What is 10?
Ma'am, 10 is n. Ma'am, 10 pages.
Small n.
Small n, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how we have calculated p, the probability?
P is 43 by 285. Because, ma'am, there are 43 typographical errors.
So
And
this is the
pages are total
probability.
285.
Probability of getting an error, because if we have total of 285 pages and how many errors are there, it's 43. So this will give me the value of p. So n is 10 pages that we have selected, correct? So here we have the same thing. N is 10, p is 43 by 585. It's 585 or 285. You can check it. I think it's a typo mistake here also. Here it is
Yes,
written 2 and here it is written 5. So you can check with your calculator. Is it 2 or
280.
is it
It should be 285, ma'am.
2? The value is coming same, 0.0735.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, according to, ma'am, then it will be different, ma'am.
Obviously it will be different now.
Ma'am,
So that's why I'm
one second.
saying just
One
check it,
second.
because here also we are what I'm getting is they have
Ma'am, it
written
will
1.
be 0.150.
And if you take
8.
585,
Ma'am, if we take 585, then it will come 0.0735.
it means here is a mistake, because the solution is given according to 585. So you can add it here. Correct? So let us assume that this is 585, because accordingly the answer will be there. And so if I have P as this, giving me the value of P from here, and P, n into P, 0.735, or multiplying by 10. And if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
work for the value to be
Ma'am, then
calculated,
formula will be same, ma'am. E की power minus m is to power x upon x factorial.
correct, e raised to power minus lambda. Here we have m in the same way as we have discussed lambda. So it is e raised to power minus lambda, lambda x by x factorial. And what we are looking for? We are looking for no errors. No error means we are looking for the value of x as 0. Probability of getting no error. If we have to calculate, so just take that value of x or r as 0. It will give you e raised to power minus lambda, lambda raised to power 0 by 0 factorial. So actually 0 factorial is 1, this will also 1. So this value is required, which is given to you as a hint. And if you can see, the calculation is nothing to be done except this division. Correct? Because the answer is actually given over in the question also. Because we are getting at 0, we are getting lambda raised to power 0, and the 0 factorial both has 1. Right? Okay, let's do the next one. Here we are saying the average number of customers who appear at the counter of the Red Cross blood bank per minute is 2. This is the average number of customers who appear at the counter of a Red Cross blood bank. And we are talking about per minute कितने customers आ रहे हैं? It is 2. But we have to
Two.
find the probability that during a given minute no customer appear, and the next is 3 or more customer appear. So the first thing is you have to write down what is your n and what is
M
your
will
p.
be M will be 2, I think.
No,
Ma'am, because two customers are appearing
two
every per
customers.
minute.
But we are saying that we have to find out the probability of getting no customers and three or more
Yes, ma'am.
customers. So how m
I'm
can be two?
telling you the value of m, ma'am.
M, or we can say lambda, the mean.
Lambda, yes,
Right?
ma'am. Mu.
Here we are talking about the average number of customers. So average means we are talking about the mean is given to us as 2. It means if I write down by what we have discussed, we have the formula e raised to power minus lambda and lambda x by x factorial. So whatever the value is given to me is actually the value of lambda, which is 2. And when we are looking for, it's obviously not requiring the value of n and p, because if lambda is known, then just on the basis of lambda I can easily calculate getting no customer. No customer is if this is the value of probability or the value of x, then we can take what is the value of p is 0, getting no customers, as e raised to power minus 2, and 2 raised to power 0 by 0 factorial obviously gives me 1. So from here I will get e raised to power minus 2 directly, whose value is given to me as a hint, as a given thing. Similarly, if you're talking about three or more customers means we are looking for x greater than equal to 3. So how we can calculate it? Is it possible to go for greater than equal to 3?
And then we can find, ma'am, less than equal to 1 minus less than equal to 2.
Correct. We will write it down as 1
P
minus
less than x less than or equal to 2. 1
1
minus
minus
p x less
probability
than
that
equal to 2.
there is 2 or less than 2 customer, because we know that here in Poisson distribution we are going from 1 to infinity, and it's not possible if we are saying more than 3 customer. It could be 4, 5, 6, up to 1000, 1000, whatever. So we can't go for that. In place of that, what we have to go for, we have to take the complement weight. Okay, so let's see what the answers are. Answers are m is 2, and this is the formula. So if we go for
Same formula we will
If
use.
we go for the formula, the first part is e raised to power minus 2, that we have done in the same way. And for x greater than equal to 3, we have to write it down 1 minus probability of x less than equal to 2. Less than equal to 2 means it can be 0, it can be 1, or it can be 2. Either this or this or this. Find out the sum, subtract from 1, and whatever the answer is, that is the required answer. Okay, so this is what we have used is the Poisson distribution. I think formula is very easy if you understand once that how to use it, what type of question can be asked. So obviously the formula is very easy to be learned and to practice regarding the Poisson distribution. Okay, I think the last slide is there. Let us go for it. Here I've given you an solved question. Solution is not here. I've just seen and it comes to my mind that these type of questions can also be asked. So what the question is, here we are saying if a random variable x has a Poisson distribution such that probability of x is equal to 1 means probability that value of random variable is 1 is equal to the probability that it will take the value is equal to 2. Then we have to find probability that this random variable is equal to 4. So how to attempt it? X is equal to 1 means if I write on the formula, it gives
One
me e
formula.
raised to power minus lambda.
Yes,
Lambda
ma'am.
raised to power 1 by 1 factorial. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It is equal to e raised to power minus lambda, and x is equal to 2 means lambda raised to power 2 by 2 factorial. So from here what we can calculate? We can simplify it and we will get the value of lambda. Lambda is coming as
Lambda square by 2.
2.
4.
Correct? If I simplify it, it will give me the value of lambda as 2. So only lambda is required if I need to calculate any probability. So obviously we can calculate it as e raised to power minus lambda, lambda raised to power x, and x factorial. And this is the required answer. And this is not enough actually. A lot of other questions are also there that you can try for the Poisson distribution, and from there you can practice also. Correct? So this is my submission regarding the Poisson distribution. And
Lambda is equals to 0 and lambda is equals to 4.
Obviously, lambda can be 0 also, but we are taking the value of lambda as 2
Yes, ma'am. Even then,
because we cannot take a mean directly as 0.
okay.
So this is from the Poisson distribution topic. And tomorrow we are going to start with the normal distribution. As compared to these two distributions, we have to learn much more formulas and examples for normal distribution, because there we are going to work with the graphs, we are going to create the figures, because we are going to work with the continuous distribution. Right? So these two are the discrete distributions that we have covered, binomial and Poisson. So now let's come back to the discussion. Some students were discussing, let me see. Let me stop the recording, then we will discuss if some